going to show you how to make this basic ribbon bow. Now, what you need to start off with is I'm using 5/8 inch ribbon. Any kind is fine. I like Grosgrain because it's easy to use. Also for the center and to line our clip, here's a line clip. I'm going to use, you can either use a 1/4 inch ribbon or 3/8 inch ribbon. You need a good pair of scissors, a needle and thread. It's helpful to have a salon clip. You can get these at stores like Sally Beauty Supply. It just makes it easier. I like to heat seal my ends with a lighter, and then we also need a hot glue gun. Now I like to use the high heat hot glue gun. Okay, so let's get started. Working with our ribbon on the roll, I'm just going to unwind a little bit. Now all we need to do is bring this tail end over, loop it, and we have one loop. Now whatever you do here is determining the size of your loops. So the finished bow is going to be twice this loop because we're going to have one here and one over here. And our tail. So if you want a longer tail, just slide it down and make a longer tail there. Okay, if you want a bigger loop, make a larger loop. Mine is about 1.5 inches, so it's going to be a 3-inch across bow. Okay, now what we're going to do is take this ribbon, still on the roll, loop it over, meet it in the middle right there, and bring the tail down. Okay, now we want to make sure that these are even. So you just put your fingers in there, oops, put your fingers in there and pull up. And you could just use, you can just use your eyes as a guide too and just make sure that they look even. Okay, so once they're even, that loop is done. Now we're going to take this long tail here that's still on the roll. We're going to make a loop and it's going to come up. Okay, and of course we need to make sure that these are even again. We want all our loops to be even, just adjust it. And for our fourth one, bring this, make a loop, and bring it down. Now if you wanted to, you could stop here. That would be a 4-loop bow. Or you could keep going. You can make 3 on each side for a 6-loop bow or 4 on each side for an 8-loop bow. I'm going to go ahead and stop here, just make sure all my loops are even. This is where the salon clip comes into place. Look, it holds all your pieces together nicely. And then we can take our scissors and cut off the extra, making sure that our tails are the same length. If they're a little bit off, that's fine. We can adjust them later. Now we just need to adjust this bow and make sure that it looks good. Okay, so we've adjusted our loops. Everything looks good. I'm just going to pull these up and make sure that I have the exact center. If not, just slide your clip around. Looks like I have to go over just a little bit. Alright, now we need our needle and thread. You can also, if you don't want to sew it, just wrap a piece of thread around there really tightly, that's fine. I like to use the needle and thread because it secures it. And all we do is just put a couple stitches, either like 2 or 3 stitches, straight up the center. I only have 2 loops on each side, so I probably only need 2 stitches because my center's not that wide. Okay, there I have my stitches done. I can remove the needle, remove the clip. Now I'm going to put it to the side and I'm just going to pull. Okay, so I'm going to pull that tightly and the center's going to bunch up really nicely. As I'm pulling. Okay, we want to just squish down that center. And then we take this thread and just wrap it around. I like to do it 3 or 4 times. Now what you can do is come over to the back side, okay, where we have this on the back side, and put your needle back in the thread. Okay, now we're going to take our needle and just bring it through that loop of thread that we made and pull tightly. That just makes a knot in our thread. Okay, cut off the extra. Now if this isn't exactly even, you just need to pull it and make sure that you get that right in the middle there. Okay. And now to finish off our bow, you just cut the ends however you like. Just going to cut them like this. Okay. And you could grab a lighter, quickly heat seal the end. That's just so the ribbon won't fray. And there's a cute little bow. Now remember, you could do this a 4-loop, 6-loop, or 8-loop bow, and that's all set.